Already. Okay, so Gavin, let's start off with how did you meet Ryan Matsumoto?
When I was 6 years old, I met him. We were in karate together. So it was pretty much all the Waiana boys was all Ryan, Alden, Justin. They were all Waiana boys. I was the only Uka boy. So I didn't really know them that well. And then I guess maybe more in middle school, then I started like, hey, you're in my karate class. Hey, what's going on? So that's how I kind of started hanging out with them more.
Okay, cool. So when you first heard about this trip to Japan, what was your initial thoughts?
I was really excited. So it first came out with they want to go to Japan in spring break, and my parents were actually going to. They're going to go to Japan for the Sapporo Ice Festival. So my original plan was I was going to go to Japan with my parents, and then fly back home and fly back up to Japan a week later to go with you guys. So I was really excited. So
That's awesome. And then what did you think when you heard Hokkaido? Like when they said, they decided to go Hokkaido.
I thought it would be really fun. So when they changed it to the actual snow festival dates, I got really excited. So it was a chance to do a trip with friends that's not Vegas, that's somewhere new that we've never been, and something that I want to see. So I thought that was awesome.
Cool. So when we first got there, the first city we stopped at was at Sapporo. What could you tell us about our adventures there at Sapporo for the first couple of days?
I think it was pretty shocking because it's so cold, so different from Hawaii that once you step out and you're going out, you're like, whoa, like the snow was a whole new environment. So it was a like culture shock for me.
Any favorite like moments that you had
in Sapporo when we first went?
Yeah.
It was pretty much just falling in a pattern with each other. We saw the ice festival. That was awesome. Seeing all the different sculptures, that was really cool. The ramen that we ate was awesome. The miso ramen that I had, the miso butter ramen, that was really good.
Yeah. And going back to the snow festival, was there a particular sculpture that was your absolute favorite?
I thought the Star Wars one was pretty awesome.
Yeah. What about the Star Wars that made it so cool?
I thought it was just clean looking. Like it looked like it was made out of something other than just snow. And I thought it was beautiful. Yeah.
And then how about the food there, other than the ramen?
Oh, you can't go wrong with food in Japan. Japan food, anything you eat is awesome. We even had train meals like from convenience stores, and that was just awesome.
Nice. Oh, don't forgive me for not talking, because mainly I'm going to be using footages from you, not really from me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you see me like smiling, that's
okay.
go. That's what I want. Okay, so what kind of foods did you see like when we were going through the snow festival?
A lot of seafood, so like clams, crab, oysters. There's even like beef, so like shish kebabs and stuff like that. A lot of beer, a lot of sake, stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool. And then what did we do that after the snow festival? What did we do in the evening?
Well, we went back to the snow festival, and that's when we saw the Star Wars ice carving, and it was like crazy crowded. So we decided to go like more to Susukino area, and then we did like a lot of the arcade shopping and stuff like that. We made our way back to our hotel.
What did we do at the park at the hotel?
Oh, we did a lot of ice jumping.
So what is that? Like for the people that don't know what ice jumping means, like when they see the video, what could you explain the ice jumping and why did we do it?
I think we're just a stupid Hawaii kids, but it's pretty much you jump as high as you can and make the deepest imprint of yourself in the snow. It's a really stupid thing, but we thought it was super fun at the time, and it probably is really fun, but it was just awesome to do that. It wouldn't work in sand, so I think I think in snow would be the best. Yeah.
Nice. The next day we went to Otaru. Like, what can you tell us about our second stop?
The biggest thing for me, Otaru, was the brewery we went to. So when we first got there, we went to the brewery, the Otaru brewery, and we ate some food, we drank good beer, and we had a good time over there. That's like the biggest memory of Otaru for me.
Otaru, yes. Then what was everyone like buying? You know, like they're all into it and stuff.
The big thing was the glassware. So the dripless shoyu bottles. That was a big thing that everyone goes to. Like even my mom went crazy buying dripless shoyu bottles in Japan. So yeah.
Nice. And then let's see. What else did we do over there? Anything else that we did?
They had a music box store. They had the steam clock over there. What else did we do there?
I think there was the canal too.
Oh, and then we walked past the canal at night. But we kind of like had to walk quickly past the canal to make our train back to Sapporo. Yeah.
We ate. That's pretty much it, yeah?
That's pretty much what we did.
Yeah. Did you eat ice cream with us?
I tried some of your guys' ice cream. I didn't eat it, but...
Yeah. What do you think about the ice cream over there?
Oh, it's creamy.
Yeah.
Because I guess the Hokkaido milk is supposed to be well known, so... It was super good ice cream.
Nice. So when we went back to Sapporo, I think the next stop was Asahikawa.
Asahikawa.
So what could you tell us about that location?
Asahikawa was one of my favorite areas that we went to. Just because the weather, it was a little more colder, the snow was a little more fluffy. Everything about it was more what I expected of Hokkaido. So it was really fun. We spent, I felt like that was the bulk of the trip to me. We went to the zoo over there. We drank sake over there. We drank beer. We had good food. What else did we do there?
Yeah, that's. Oh, so going to the sake, you know. So what did we do specifically in the sake brewery?
We drank a lot of sake. We tried different types of sake, and we bought some to drink at the hotel at night, and we kind of learned. We made up our own story of how they brew sake. But yeah, it was a good experience. It was fun.
Well, how come we had to make our own?
Story? Well, everywhere we went, they didn't have an English guided tour, so we pretty much had to go everywhere and create our own story of how sake is being produced. Even when we went like to a brewery, we were kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, this is like the old Sapporo beer. Like we had to make up our own story. So but the main part was to try the alcohol after. So trying the sake, trying the beer after. That was the main part of why we went there.
Nice. So what did Orion do at the brewery?
I guess the workers there, they gave him a uniform. I don't know. It's like sake clothing. I don't know. But he got to go outside. He took a picture with us in the snow in his full-on garb. He was freezing a little bit, but it came out good.
What did you and Corey do outside the brewery?
Me and Corey, we found a water fountain. I don't remember what it was called, but we started off by washing our hands with it to get good luck with our hands, and then we decided to drink it. And it was clean water. It was good.
Nice. So that was that day. We came back. Oh, then we that night we ate at a very, very special chicken restaurant. What was so special about it?
Oh, that was the night that we saw the snow festival in Asahikawa, which is like the second largest snow festival in Hokkaido. And then we were like super cold, and we were walking around, and then we found this restaurant, and they had like karaage chicken and stuff like that. So we said, let's just go in. And then turns out that the owner he's originally from Okinawa and he moved up to Hokkaido for he said the drama of it, and then he ended up talking to us, teaching us some Okinawan words. He sang us a song, which was very entertaining, and he gave us like sake glasses and stuff like that. So it was a really good experience. It was like we met the guy and it was very personal, so it was fun.
Cool. And then what about what was so so Sapporo was the Star Wars one.
Right.
But what stood out the most at the Asahikawa one?
Well, the Saikawa one, the biggest one was the Ultraman stage. So they had Ultraman come out and he did his little like his choreographed fighting scene, and then there's like lights and stuff. So it was pretty good. And we went late, so we went to the last showing. So there was like no one there, so we had it all to ourselves. So that was pretty interesting. Everything was closed, but we still had a good time.
The next day we went to the zoo.
Right.
Yeah. So what can you tell us about the zoo?
I got one word, well, 2 words. Red panda. We spent, I don't know how long we spent at Red Panda to watch all those red pandas, but my favorite part was the monkeys. I love monkeys, so just to see them and playing around, fighting and doing their thing, that was really cool to me.
What did Emmy make us do? At the by the monkey cage. You remember?
Take a picture?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh yeah. Yeah, Emmy, I don't know, Emmy has like this thing with taking pictures. Like she always has to give like a backstory to all her pictures. So she sets you up and she gives